Hi, Narae. Welcome to the Make Life Rich movement. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I am very excited to learn all about skincare from you today. It's not often that I get a skincare expert in front of me to ask all of the questions, so I'm totally taking advantage of that today. Can
I'm
you
excited
tell
to
us?
share about, all the secret.
Yes, and you honestly are a pro, and I line that you've created. But I would love to start first with what was your first skincare product and how old were you?
So I started my skincare when I was 10 and it was yes. It was a face wash and moisturizer. So, like after the gym class, like you at school, I usually use face wash and then moisturizer. I mean, like I think it's because of I also have dry skin. So like, after wash my face, I always feel like a little bit stretch on my skin and etc. So that's why I want to take care of. And also, I guess in Korea, everyone is obsessed with skincare. I mean, regardless gender. So like I grew up seeing my mom has like a 10 step of the skincare, and then just stealing one or two is like yeah easy for me at the time.
Oh, I love that so much. And honestly, it probably helped you make it a routine. Not that you wouldn't likely enjoy doing it, but did it kind of set you up for really good habits when you had to add more later in life? Or did you just naturally want to do it?
I think I just like maybe I started with a simple routine and seeing what my mom has in the her cabinet, and then I was stealing one or two, and then I was like, what is eye cream? And then like I was like trying it, and like it's like a I think a lot of people talk about they are stealing mom's makeup, but I think that I'm stealing more skincare. I guess in Korea, skincare is more big than makeup because like, for the makeup they want to have a more like a natural look
Mhm.
compared to like really really like well I guess well like showing look. I don't know, but
Yeah.
then like yeah, so like that's why yeah, that's how I like increase my routine. I mean, number routine looking at the what my mom is using.
Oh, I love that so much. And I feel like it really did kind of set a path for you for this to become your career, which I would love to learn more about you and your 10-year experience within the Korean skincare industry. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so those early passion really, I mean, those early exposure really kindled my passion. So like I started my career at P&G, Procter& and Gamble, and yeah, I was a brand manager for SK2, Gillette, and Olay. So I was in skincare and grooming industry. Like that's where I loved. And then like I think my first brand was SK2. So that's I learned about all about the prestige skincare, how important it is using every day, making more routine, and then the also importance of the effective skincare that
Mhm.
actually the skincare actually work matter.
Mhm.
So yeah.
It's amazing to me that the Korean skincare industry is it 2 decades ahead of everyone else for the technology and kind of the products that they're creating. Could you tell us why that is? Just like tell us a little bit about why it is such a robust industry in Korea and what that's led to innovation wise.
Yeah, I think because everyone is obsessed with the skincare and they are using several skincare routine, and then like they care about what they choose to use it. So in that sense, in the industry, because there's so much competition going on, so like if you don't innovate enough, then you cannot sell the product. If you just make a mediocre product, you are not able to sell it. So I think that's why a lot of competition happening in terms of product development and R&D, and then like consumer needs. And the consumer needs also very sophisticated. They're like, oh, like I use this moisturizer, yeah, I feel moisturizer outside, but inside I don't feel moisturizer. So like those kind of like detailed like conversation that like if like I talking about that to my I guess friends in the US, she's like, what do you mean? Like feel moisture outside, not inside. Like those kind of like I think people's dedication about the skincare or high involvement is really drove that innovation. But like for our customer, I mean, we're gonna talk about our brand more, but our customer maybe not really familiar with a K-beauty. So when I talk about this to our customer, I always say that, like you buy leather from Italy and you buy car from the Germany, you buy skincare from Korea. It's like a good analogy for them to understand. Yes, okay, there's a lot of innovation happen like, many, many, many years. So, yeah.
The creme de la creme for sure. And within that, I'm curious to know what knowledge were you able to take from those 10 years of working that you feel like prepared you for creating your own line?
Yeah, I think first one is real importance on the consumer insight and then really digging in it and then like consumer needs because I think if you create the product nobody wants, then like there is a no meaning. So like it really helped me to think about what customer wants and what customer needs. So that's why we are really honed on the data. So whenever we develop our new product line, we always ask customer that what is their top concern, their life they haven't solved yet. And then Cardon, like can solve for them. So like, we always do the data analysis about the skincare needs. Not only the survey, we also have a skincare quiz on our website and gathering all those consumer insight. So, gathering those are super important. And also, like, because I'm not target customer, for me, it's like super important because that's how I learn about my consumer and then like developing product for them. And second, I think also like importance of developing actually the product actually works, because I see two things I learned from actually Procter and Gamble. There is a like word saying the second moment of truth. So like first moment of truth is when he or she see the package at store. Second moment of truth is when she or he like experience the product. If a product is really like not effective, then they would not come back. So I spend so much money marketing to acquire customer, but if product is not effective, then they're gonna lose it. So when you actually develop the product, we always do the consumer testing, and our question is, do you want to switch to this sample from your current product? If they say no, then we don't launch the product. So, yeah.
Oh, I love that. And insight is worth $1 trillion because insight is ultimately what leads to that the meat and potatoes of the psychology of a sale. It really is. You're setting yourself up for success, which I think would be important to consider because you are serving the male population, which I was so intrigued to learn more about. When I came across your brand, I was like, you know what? This is a really beautifully done men's line, down to the branding, all the way through the specific products that you chose. I would love to know why was it important for you to create a men's skincare line and one that had all of the secrets and the magic of Korean skincare?
Yeah, I think maybe for me, I grew up in the country, everyone used skincare regardless gender. So when I moved to the US for the business school, it was just a strange moment for me that like, oh, because you're a man, so you cannot use skincare? Is it a girly thing or what? Like, it was more shocking moment for me that like, because my father and my brother has their own skincare routine, they just swear by. And then like, when I move here, they're like, I think they like think that it is secret that like talk about the skincare. It is like not masculine. I was like, that's like, like I think my brother and my father using skincare and then like boost their confidence. And then that actually boosting masculinity. But like I think that like those moments I was felt very strange that like okay maybe there is a like market and then we should bring that conversation more upfront. Let's destigmatize about the like men using skincare. And then second part was like I was looking at the market. So like okay like I want to develop the product, let's look at the market. And then like I realized that there is a huge market gap. So in the market, there is expensive like a Lab Citizen Kill, maybe $40 plus, or drugstore brand. So then like there is a no great quality product at affordable prices, not like in Korea. And then that is also like, oh, I grew up with this. So yeah, I see that okay, even like great product quality. Our price is around $20 to $30 range, and then like there's no product like that. So that's why I decided to start it. Yeah.
Man, you're not the only one shocked to discover that men wash their face with the same soap that they wash their butt with. So we've all women have been shocked to find that one point or another. But I really love what you said there, that your father and your brother taking care of their skin made them feel more confident, which increased their masculinity, and that's such a beautiful point to point out because women feel amazing when your skincare is on point, and it would make just as much sense that a man would enjoy like looking in the mirror and being like, wow, I'm moisturized and I'm looking good. Like it's a great point. And your branding is very masculine, but in an absolutely aesthetic way. It's not like sports soap or like something very flashy. What consideration went into the packaging when you were putting together the line?
Yeah, we thought about our target customer. When I think about our target customer is not, it's a man who want to put together. However, he's not the man who like a fashion for people. Like I wear the Gucci and then those people is not our target customer. But why he's not also a person that who just wear a hoodie. He's the person that like maybe he wear the hoodie, but like actually you put 30 minutes to choose the right hoodie. So like those kind of men, like I think about what he want to put in his cabinet, what kind of package he put in his cabinet and he's proud of. That's all we like started from for the packaging development, and like think about our target customer, what he want to put in our his cabinet. So yeah.
That's really smart. And I think I'm a married woman, but if I were a single woman and I were meeting someone new and I happened to take a look into their medicine cabinet and I saw your line sitting there, I'd be very impressed. It's sexy, it looks efficient, it looks like it works. And for the married man, like their skincare can complement their wife's skincare, which we all know costs a car payment a month of goods. So it is it's I can picture who you're describing. That's very on target.
Yeah. And also packaging, we also want to, I think you point out, we want to also show that like this product is elevated, and then like also product actually work, and then like it has effectiveness. So that is also another consideration that like okay, we wanna like consumer feel that okay, this product gonna give me like effectiveness, or gonna have like better skin, and then also like okay, this quality is like really really good. So like we wanna also give that feeling to the consumer.
So what consideration went into the ingredients you were choosing when you were putting together the line? I know that Korean skincare is very serious with their ingredients. They pick the safest, the best, the most effective. So can you tell us a little bit about your key ingredient selection process and what that felt like for you when you were kind of putting it all together?
Oh, yeah. It's a great question. I think today's episode is gonna be consumer insight because our consumer needs, because how we are going to choose a core ingredient. Here, our hero ingredient is also we start we started from asking to the consumer. So like, what is their top concern they have, and then we found out that one of the unique and common skincare concerns men have is shaving irritation. So when you shave, you put the knife on your face, that give you sensitive tissue, redness, and irritation issue. So like, when you put knife, actually, it give you micro cut. You cannot see it, but like those, that's what I learned from Gillette. But that's like, give them those issues. So, we want to solve that problem. So we look at all the ingredients which can help soothe their skin, and then we found out cactus extract is amazing soothing property, and Aztec used to use a cactus for the sunburn treatment, and so it's like a aloe but more vitamin rich and then more effective, I would say. So that's why we choose cactus as a hero ingredient, and actually our brand name Cardon is named after biggest cactus species. So.
Oh. Wow, beautiful. So would you say that that's one of your biggest ingredients across the board for your product line?
Yeah, so that is one of the big ingredient. And the second big ingredient is, I think it's a popular really in Korea, niacinamide. Niacinamide is really great for anti-aging and then like moisturizing, that has amazing benefit. So a lot of the more moisturizing product, meaning that like eye care or moisturizer or like mask or those things has a niacinamide. We just not putting the like niacinamide little. We put at least 2 to 3% for every single product. So that's also another hero ingredient.
Oh, cool. Are you finding that with these products being basically very high quality but affordable, are men quick to kind of just purchase the whole set at once because they're just trusting what you're telling them, like, okay, I need all this stuff, I will take this set and buy it? Or are you finding that they're kind of piecemealing together what they are looking to target?
I think we actually see the two different set of the customers. So like, there's a customer who either use skincare routine and has a skincare routine today, or he more like determined that like, okay, I want to build my skincare routine, or I want to start in my skincare. Those people usually come to our website. A lot of times they either buy the set or they go through our skincare quiz to get the recommendations. So we ask what is their concern and etc. We gave them like recommendations. So we are a lot of customer doing that. And then like a lot of men, while doing that process, they actually do the subscription. Of course, we gave them a little bit discount, but also I think subscription is quite convenient for them because it is, you need to use every day. So like, it is coming home frequently. Yeah. And then second customer we are seeing is, there's a customer really think about their like one skincare issue. So one of our bestseller product is eye stick, eye product. Let me see. Oh, it's here. This is eye product. It's like, yeah, it's so easy to use. You can just roll over on your eyes, and it's really easy to use. But anyway, so like, because this product is for dark circle and puffiness or wrinkles, and if you have that specific issue, sometimes they just come to our website and purchase like one product. Mm-hmm. So, but sometimes I was like surprised. That's why always interesting to do the customer interview is like, I asked like, okay, so there's a customer who buy our eye stick, and I ask him, oh, what is other skincare routine? Because you are not using other product with us. Mm-hmm. Because I want to figuring out that those who people only one product, how we can, give him like skincare routine. And he said he's using only eye product. He doesn't even, it's only his skincare routine is eye product, because he doesn't feel any concern about other skincare, but like he just care about the dark circle, so that's why he wanna choose it. So like, I think that's like really we are finding different mentality. I don't wanna do generalization, but let's generalize because it's marketing. So like a lot of women use skincare to be beautiful. They want to have a beautiful skin. They want to have like great look. But however, a lot of men actually using skincare to solve their specific issue. So that is a perfect example that he doesn't feel any issue for the other skin, but only dark circles. So he just decided to use only this product. So, and then like not using face wash and moisturizer in his life. So that is really interesting.
For sure. I wonder, does men's skin, I do notice that around the eyes for men starts to age first, I would imagine, but does men's skin, because of the facial hair, are they shedding skin more quickly? Are they aging more than women, or quicker? Is there any difference in the skin and aging?
I mean, so actually men has more thicker skin.
Oh,
So like maybe that's why without take care a lot, they can still maybe okay with it. And then like they usually have more oily skin than women. So but then the other one is, like putting knife on your face is like also like one of the big difference that like you need to shave. So like that is like, give them so really irritation and sensitivity issue. So a lot of men that's actually heat shaving because of that. So those are like key difference. However, everyone's skin are different. So everyone has a like different needs. So like yeah, I cannot say that like okay, you are man, so you have oily skin. Maybe there's men also have dry skin. So
yeah. Do you use any of the line yourself? I was
actually,
curious about that.
actually I'm using all of my product. Only one thing I'm always debating is I use all the product. My favorite is my face wash product. Face wash is like really, really clean well, even makeup, and then but doesn't dry your skin out. And I use all of our product. One product I always debating to use it is our moisturizer. It's amazing during summer. However, I have dry skin and then like I just want thick. Like I feel like I done it, but like our customer hate that, I guess texture. They want lightweight, fast absorbing, and that's our moisturizing. So like a lot of our customers love it, but for me, I was like, I want a little bit thicker. But yeah, I'm using everything because skincare itself doesn't have a gender. We are just developing product to based on his skincare needs, and then like okay, he said his skincare needs is hyperpigmentation. I'm just making up. Women also can have a hyperpigmentation problem. But then, like for example, what we see the differences, especially around the eye, men's like top concern around the eyes, dark circle and puffiness, while a lot of female top concern is wrinkle. So like there's a little bit difference what they care about. But then if you have a same issue, you can use it. So that's why I'm using it every day. And I know what ingredients are and then like how good it is. So I cannot stop using it.
I asked that because when I was doing research for our conversation, I was like, oh man, these products are amazing. Like I have to give them a try because they're
Oh
clean.
my God, you haven't tried it yet?
No, I'm so excited.
Oh my God, we need to send you. Like you're gonna love it. Yeah, like
so excited. And you're like okay, let's go through each of your products because when I first discovered that you were a men's line, I was like, okay, well, like what's the core products that men would use or would need? Because I figured you wouldn't have anything superfluous because men aren't going to buy it. So can you tell us about each of the products and why you chose to incorporate that in your line of products?
Okay. So I mean we have already 13 product, but maybe we can tell maybe 5 and 6. So our first product actually behind me, I don't know if you guys can see there's some product. So our first product was SPF Plus Moisturizer.
Cool.
The reason I launched that as a first product is like I think I always say the number one skincare tip or only one product you need to use in your life is sunscreen. So like if you use sunscreen, it really prevent your skin aging. Always prevention is better than fixing. You cannot fix 100%. Prevention is a best tip for the skincare. So in that sense, sunscreen, like I think that you need to use it every day. Either there's a sun or not. It is just like should be the habit. So and then when I also ask our men, and they're like, oh yeah. At least I heard that I need to use sunscreen because my dermatologist said or my mom said or whatever, they said like, okay, like I know I need to use it. I was like, then why, you know that you need to use it, why don't you use it? And then they're like, oh, it's a sticky, greasy, smelly. And I'm like, I just don't like that putting it. that feeling, stickiness
Yeah.
and like, thick feeling. So that's why I was like, okay, maybe I can develop the product really lightweight and fast absorbing. And then that's the sunscreen I grew up. I'm not going to go into all the sunscreen things in the US because, okay, sunscreen development is really, really behind in the US. Only few sunscreen filter FDA approved is like 10 to 20 years ago. And then they didn't approve any new sunscreen filter that it is actually still effective. So anyway, that's like a 1 hour story to talk about.
Wow.
But anyway, so like I think that like we see that like I was like, okay, like this maybe product is perfect for showing the Korean skincare innovation.
Yeah.
So we still use FDA approved filter, but with even that limitation, we could create a really lightweight, fast absorbing sunscreen. And then, so if you put it, you don't feel like a sunscreen. So I'm actually using it before my makeup because I don't want to put the thick sunscreen before my makeup because it's gonna be, doesn't look good. So, and then also we develop with the moisturizer together. So, like, okay, in the morning, just wash your face and then just put this one only. It has a moisturizer. You don't have to put moisturizer and sunscreen. You just put one. So this is our bestseller actually. Launched the first
smart.
product.
Yeah. So
And
smart.
then second product I want to talk about is dark circle eye rescue. I think we talked about it a little bit, but this one has a 2% haloxyl, has a clinically proven result that it improves dark circle and puffiness. That's why we choose that ingredient. Of course, cactus is on it. I mean, all of our product has cactus, and then niacinamide on it, and then it is you don't have to use a finger to put the eye product. We have a 3-ball roller, so easy to use, and then get go. What else? Cleanser is one of my favorite. I think this one won 3 grooming award until today. So,
Congrats.
and then this product is actually famous as a product girlfriend stealing in his bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we hear a lot of story from our customer that like he's like, oh, one day my cleanser is like I was using so fast, and then I was like, maybe do they change the packaging? And he realized that girlfriend was stealing. So this is a clay cleanser. Clay is a 4x better cleansing power than charcoal, but because it has a mineral on it, it doesn't dry your skin out. So that's like one product. And then actually in our customer data, if they purchase our cleanser, their lifetime value become the 3x. So whoever you use our cleanser, they just become loyal, and then like they love it. And another product I want to introduce is like, this is actually a fun product, and then like also gifting season is coming up. This is like usually every season GQ post as a best stocking stuffer. So it is a mask for bearded men. So a lot of so I mean I grew up in Korea where everyone used like shoe mask on every day, and then like I think it is from my experience I brought a lot of shoe masks from Korea to gift my friends in the US. And then I realized 2 problems. One is Korean is homogeneous country, so even though they just make a mask one type, it fit to everyone. But here, US, it's more diverse. So all the face structure are different. So we realized that we should make a mask to fit every face type. So all of our mask has slit, nose area, and then also around the face, so it fit to everyone. And then second problem we realize is those who have a beard, they cannot use it because you just put on top and then it's gonna be flipped on the bottom. It's not easy to use. So we create the product for bearded men, has a top mask. So this is top mask. It looks like a Batman.
I love
And then
it.
also we have a beard oil. So if you just put the top mask, I'm saying that hey, actually skin underneath beard is get more drier because you cannot put moisturizer in it much. So like you cannot just put the top mask saying that I'm doing mask. You should also take care of beard. So that's why we put the beard oil and the mask. So this is like every gifting season we see the spike. So like either holiday or Father's Day or so this is like best gifting product.
Genius, 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 genius. Obsessed. So smart.
Yeah. What else? Oh, we recently also launched our hair care and product.
I wanted to talk about that. That's awesome. I love that you segued and you're starting to build out. So where did the thought process for adding hair care come? Was that always in your plans?
It was always in our plan, but however, I didn't think that I'm gonna launch this early. I thought that I'm gonna complete whole skincare line and then expand to hair care. But then like when you do the products development survey with our consumer, we are asking what is top concern, what kind of product they want us to make. And then they brought up that they have a hair loss issue. So, or they are seeing thinning hair, or they are seeing sign of the hair loss, and then or his dad has it, so he's worried about it. So like a lot of hair loss problem. So that's why we are creating shampoo and conditioner to help that. So also while I'm doing the research for the product development, and then I look at the Korea data, they're like actually in Korea, 38% men, regardless age, this is average, is using hair loss shampoo and conditioner for everyday usage. Because they are all about the prevention, like all about Korean skincare is also prevention. It comes to also hair care. They really care about the prevention. So like then like I was like, okay. So I look at the product, like in the market, and I talk to also manufacturer in Korea that they could really create amazing products. So that's why we launched a hair care product as well.
Oh, man, so smart. Narae, I am so impressed with you. I was impressed with the line before, but speaking with you, it's just like an idea comes to your head and you make it happen. And it seems like you back it up with some good market research, and then you're off to the races and a product just shows up on your desk. How does it feel to create in this way, to have these products in your hand and be able to look at them?
Yeah, I think it was really exciting, especially first product. And then like first product was SPF. Actually, I didn't know that there was really long process to make because it is FDA. Okay, I think it is weird that only sunscreen is FDA regulated product. I think all the skincare should be FDA regulated. I think that one, I think US need to improve. But anyway, sunscreen is only FDA regulated product, so we need to go through a lot of testing, and then like to meet the guidelines. So it took just like formulation. It took 6 months because I do a lot of testing with the consumer, and then I get feedback. Like actually at that time I was a last day at school, like business school, so I gave out 100-hour classmate to test our product. So like it took 6 months. Then after that we need to do the like 7 months stabilization test, and then also we need to do the testing for the UVA, UVB, like things. So like it takes really really long time. And then when I got there, I was like, I cannot believe what just happened. That I have my own skincare line today. It's like really amazing.
Do you like smile every time you use it, or are you like, oh my gosh, I made this, like I thought about this? I think I would smile every time I used it, like I made this.
I mean, actually, it's a good point. Maybe I should do that more. So like I can start my day better. I really appreciate every day that like especially like after work, tired, using as a routine, and then like it's more like a ritual for me. So like but also I'm gonna say every morning that okay, Nare, you're starting with a skincare product you made, and I'm like feel amazing.
It's pretty badass. Yeah, it's super cool. I really love your website. It's very performative, beautiful, sleek, super uh, informative as well. I think for a man that's like on the fence, do I need skincare? I don't know. You guys do a really beautiful job of just giving them the facts. You're not like making it too convoluted. Can you tell us a bit about what shopping experience you wanted to create? I know you're a boss at heart, so tell us about what went into creating your customer shopping experience online.
Yeah. First thing we found out from the another consumer interview is they are looking. So when they shop, because they don't know anything about the skincare that much, but they understand what problem they have. So they usually search product by concern. That is the first thing they're gonna do. Maybe sometimes if you know about the skincare very well, then I'm looking at the eye cream. That you're gonna click eye care and then look at it. But that's not how he is doing it because he doesn't know he needs to use eye care or not. So like our product and our website is based on like really help them to shop by concern. So either our navigation or there's a module that like you can click what is your concern and showing skincare quiz that based on if you put your needs and then like concern they recommend the product. So that's all about let's think about your concern and then we are providing a product to solve that. Second is because our customer is still new to skincare, so education is super important. So usually you don't see how to use like big portion of a website in other skincare brand. However, we know that how to use is super important for our consumer. They want to really know about it, and then like how to use direction in the package is not enough for him. So we create like how to use video. So if he's interested to look more, he can come back or see or so like in the PDP how to use a big portion. I don't see that in any other skincare brand because they don't need it. So that's the second one. Maybe relate to that. So like we have a lot of also blog. Sharing the skincare tip and information. So also that's how there's a lot of people also found our brand through that. So like if you search for oily skincare for tip for men, then like you can see the Cardon, one of the top page. They came to our website and then experience so about the like what is skincare. I mean what he need to do, and then like can see the product recommendation.
You're a well-oiled marketing machine, and I appreciate it so deeply. It is, you've left no stone unturned, and I think stereotypically for a male consumer, that's really smart to do because you're just dropping breadcrumbs to take them right to what they need, and then make the checkout process very simple, which they love, and then off they go. And I feel like out of the men I know in my life that do use skincare, do know quite a few. When they find what they like, they stick with it and they're very simple. They may try something new every few years, but they tend to be very loyal, as you said. So it's just really impressive to me the almost marketing funnel you've created with the way you're educating your customers, the experience you're providing for them. Your social media is beautiful, and it really does kind of implore them to at least take a look and see if there's something they might like to try. And I really think that product-based businesses could learn a thing or two from what you've put together because it's, as I said, such a beautiful, well-oiled sales machine as well as a marketing machine, and it's very impressive.
Yeah, our customers are super loyal. Like I think that it's like two. Like one is a tendency of men. Also, our product are amazing. Actually, I recently met a founder. He has his own company, and he came up to me saying that like it was like founder event. Came up to me that like Nare, you are founder of Cardon. I love your product, and I was like, yeah. Sometimes like people just like like just nice to each other. So I was like, okay, oh yeah, like he's like, oh yeah, I've been using your product since. So we launched our product 2020. So he's like, oh maybe like July 2020. I was like, wow, that's 3 years. And then he's like, yeah, I'm super loyal. And then like because I was talking something about him, and then I was like, I usually don't look up, but like after maybe 2 weeks after I met him, and I was talking about him other stuff, and I was like looking up his email or like his name in our like Shopify portal, he purchased 37 times
Whoa. So he
in
really
three
loves the
years.
product. Whoa.
So like I was shocked. 37 times. I was like, that was not a joke, or that was real. And then I was like really, really amazed by it. And then also another thing I was amazed by is like, so he subscribed our set. At that time we only have a 3 product. He subscribed that set, and then later on that year we launched this beard mask. So he subscribed this 3 set, and then he subscribed to beard mask, and then he never changed.
Oh my God. He's
So
like, I'll take all the products, just give them to me.
so like he never tried my new product, and then like I was asking, he's like, yeah, I just love your product, just keep using it. I was like, yeah, but like I think it's like real, like a lot of men does it. They find the right product for them, they just stick to it. They, you know, unless they see the problem, they don't maybe change it. Unless they don't like the product, maybe they will change it. But unless that, so yeah.
Wow. Stating that you started 3 years ago in 2020, I would assume that was during the pandemic.
Yes.
What was that like for you as a founder and an entrepreneur? I'm sure you had a lot of stuff to pivot and work around. What was that like for you as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I think it. One thing it was really hard for us is like early on, I want to meet consumer more often, and like we want to do the more event, and then like meet people outside, and then like get the feedback, and then improve. That was like what I was imagining when I started, and then like pandemic hit, so like we couldn't do anything of that. So, but actually, one good thing we pivot was, okay, we are a new brand. I still have enough time, so like let's do the virtual consultation. So we did a virtual consultation with our consumer. They're like, oh, we can recommend product for you, and then like we learned so much through that because I'm recommending product, and I mean at that time we only have 3 products, so like I sometimes recommend other brand product for him, but like those experience really help us to think about future product development, or you know, how he shop, or how he, you know, finding the product, and then those knowledge really help us to grow. So like it was bad in sense that I couldn't meet people in person, but we found a way. So yeah.
Very smart. And I love that you were able to do so in a way that still allowed you to probably get just as much information as you would have in person, because at that time everyone was so bored being stuck inside. You know, I can
Yeah.
see a man being like, okay, I'll get on a Zoom and talk about my skincare. Let's go. I
But
need
actually,
nothing.
yeah. But a lot of men were shy though. So like, I think that at some point we changed to like phone consultation because video. Because like the reason we did the video is I can see his skin and then I give him better recommendation. But then he's like shy also. But also very interesting thing is because a lot of men actually, based on our skincare survey data, 20% of men never ever used a skincare before. That's crazy. So we are indie brand. I don't know how he even find us, but then like because that is excluding those people who used to use skincare. So we have also answered that like I used to use a skincare, but I don't use it now. So like those people who never used a skincare before. So but then we found out that, you know, I think that among those, I did a skincare consultation. At the time, he was like, don't know anything about the skincare, but after like 3 months or something like that, he just sent us email and asking question, and like I was surprised. He got so expert. He just got so into it. He's asking, now that like, oh, this is a like ingredient with this ingredient. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. What do you think? And I was like, how you become that much expert? I think that people start using it. People see the effectiveness, and people see the improvement on their skin. I think that like then they start, you know, become really obsessed with it.
For sure. I mean, women do, so I would imagine men would too, especially with I think for me, and for those of you listening, if you're a girl that's not really much into skincare and you don't know much about it, or if you're a gentleman listening and you've never purchased skincare before, I will say there are a few things that are the most important. One, the ingredients, which they have taken every single possible measure and step to ensure you're getting a really clean, safe, effective product. So, first and foremost, that's check, box checked. I think the next thing that I would love to highlight is that you have clinicals.
Yeah.
Clinicals are integral not only for your 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 branding respect, you're showing, you're giving proof, especially in the beginning, but it's the confidence that you have in your products and what you've created, and that speaks volumes about a skincare company. Your skin is your largest organ. You don't want to just slap any old thing on it. So, can you tell us a little bit about your clinical process and why that was so important to you to have it for your brand?
Yeah, I mean, we put a lot of effort on the selecting right ingredient, and then we only choose, let's say, we only choose an ingredient has a clinically proven result to show improve the like specific skin concern based on the product. However, when I talk to our consumer, they're like, "Oh yeah, I understand the ingredient story, but I just want to know that your product works." So I was like, okay, like maybe like I was really confident that like because like what we formulated, what we put as an ingredient is gonna be effective. So that's why we did a clinical study to show that like product effectiveness, and then we proved that after 8 weeks usage, like customers see significant improvement on the 12 different skin attribute. And then like I was like, when I saw that I was like, I knew that. I knew that it happened. So like I think that like it was more showing us that like our confidence on our product, and then prove that showing the consumer data that like what they experience and then how they improve their skin. And then yeah.
Your clinicals are very impressive. Guys, they're on the website. I'm going to link everything you could possibly need to purchase or check out the clinicals in the show notes. So just head to the show notes, click on all of that. But the clinicals were really impressive. That was also what like made me be like, all right, I'm trying this skincare line. Men or nothing, I'm giving it a go because the results are very impressive and they speak for themselves. And I
Yeah.
think choosing safe ingredients doesn't always mean you're going to have efficacy. Chemical ingredients tend to provide more common efficacy, but guys, it's really impressive that these are safe, clean ingredients that are also providing you a result that they were able to exemplify in clinicals, not only for the ingredients themselves, but the finished product. So that's a huge, huge deal, and one that should not be overlooked at the quality of the product and the graciousness of the price point that they have offered you here, because that alone really does differentiate them out of the market. But do not mistake, this is a luxury product. This is a luxury skincare line, and one that we are all very lucky to have access to, particularly because of your very deep knowledge within the Korean skincare industry. So thank you for creating it. I think it's super cool.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, also we love to give your listener like special code. So
Oh, thank you. And could you
yeah.
tell us, do you have, I know we're just hitting November 1st here, but do you anticipate any holiday sales, or where should they check out and keep up with what you've got going on for holiday sales for this season?
Yeah, so we're gonna have a holiday promotion actually starting from today. So we are recording November 1st
Yes.
for you guys to know. So I don't know when it's gonna be live. So November 1st, we are starting from today. We are giving those people who subscribe our set, we are giving huge discount,
Oh, cool.
50% off.
Oh my
And
God.
also every week you're gonna have a new gift to the purchase product with that purchase, because we want to our customer experience routine instead of just like one product, and then that's like how we are promoting it. And of course Black Friday coming up, like then also we have a site-wide discount, but it is less than 50% off, of course, because it's not only set. So yeah, that is coming up. And also, but I'm happy to give discount code or whatever you guys want to create. You just give me name, then I will create. And
Oh,
then,
thank you
yeah,
so much.
yeah,
Perfect. I'll
sure.
get a commercial up and we'll keep access for everyone out for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
My final question to all of my guests is this. Narae, how do you make your life rich?
I think rich has a lot of definition, right?
Mhm.
I think for me, rich is like if I'm happy every day or not.
Mhm.
So like I think I'm just so as an entrepreneur, actually being happy every day is really difficult. I didn't know that until I started my own company because I was a girl that like who is like usually optimistic and happy. I didn't know that if I do start my own company in one day, there's a so exciting thing happen while something broke in the company. So like there's a lot of emotional up and down that I never experienced in my life. It's like I'm really like I'm okay with the stress, but like this stress was really really high for me as well. So I think that like I always in the morning thinking about okay what I want to achieve today, and then what there's one thing I can do for me to make me happy. It's a small step. I cannot do every day, even though I said that I'm trying. But that is something I want to practice. That like, okay, is there one thing I can I can thankful of, or there's one thing I can make me happy, so like really help me to keep going. So yeah,
Mhm. That's beautiful. And that's really good advice because until you are in the thick of it and for that level of stress to be happening, it means success is if it's not knocking on your door, it's already come in and it's all over your house. So it's a beautiful give and take, but I really appreciate you sharing that because not all business owners, especially successful ones in your place, really talk about the ups and the downs that are happening simultaneously, which can, kind of take away from your happiness, even though there are things to be so happy about. So thank you
yeah.
for sharing that. It's very poignant. Well, I thank
Awesome.
you so much for coming on the show. This was so informative, guys. Check the show notes. There are going to be links to go get everything. And I will move this episode up to go out tomorrow so they can get
Wow.
full advantage of your very amazing sale you have going on and get subscribed so they can get their products in the mail before it starts to
Yeah.
get cold out. Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Narae. This was amazing.
Thank you so much for having me. It was so fun conversation.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll
Thank
talk
you.
to you soon.